Assalamu alaikum everyone, it's Zainab, I'm back. So I just wanted to explain to everyone a little bit about what taqiyya is. Because there seems to be a little bit of a misunderstanding about what it means. So taqiyya is a concept whereby a Muslim can actually hide his or her faith in order to protect themselves or their families or their communities. So in instances where in the past, like when maybe in the beginning of Islam, Muslims actually did practice taqiyya sometimes, not all the time, but in situations where their lives were like threatened or in danger by disbelievers. So if the Muslims revealed their faith to the disbelievers, and the disbelievers realized that they were Muslims, then they would be putting themselves in harm's way or in danger, or putting their families in danger or their communities. So in that situation only, taqiyya is acceptable. If you're not in a situation where your life is in danger or your family or your community is in danger, then you're not supposed to use taqiyya. It's only acceptably used in that situation where you're in danger. Because maybe there's a disbeliever who will kill you, for example, if they knew you were Muslim, or threaten to harm you in any way. So the reason why taqiyya is has been associated with Shia is because Shias have been historically persecuted, oppressed, and killed just for being Shia. And this is like ever since the beginning of Islam. So that's why it's associated with Shia, because it's the Shia who have mostly done it throughout the history of Islam to protect themselves from the Sunnis or from the non-Shia Muslims. I'm sorry, I should say that. Who have historically done such things as oppressed Shias or persecuted them or even killed them. And it's, these things happen still. In 2024, there are still countries in the Middle East where, just one sec, give me a sec. In the Middle East where Shia are still oppressed by the non-Shia populations. For example, Saudi Arabia, I'm going to say it, Saudi Arabia does it. They have a small Shia minority. It's a majority Sunni country. Bahrain also does it. The government of Bahrain is Sunni, but a majority of the actual people are Shia. So the government just kind of persecutes Shia just for being Shia. It happens in 2024. And you may have heard of executions happening of some young Shia men in Saudi Arabia. And I probably shouldn't say anymore. Anyways. Yeah, I'm just going to leave it there. Anyways, there you have it. So, and I'm going to give you a couple of examples, 3 examples from the Quran where it says that taqiyya is acceptable or has been used in the past. Okay, so the first one is from Surah 3, Ayah 28. It says, believers should not take disbelievers as guardians instead of believers. And then there's like a few more. Sorry, I didn't write the whole ayah. I just wrote the important parts that refers to taqiyya. And then it goes on, it says, unless it is precaution against their tyranny, which means a believer should not bow down to a disbeliever as in the disbelievers to rule them, or guardian. It says guardians. So, unless it is a precaution against their tyranny. So unless, for example, you're doing so to protect yourself. Otherwise, if doing so, you'd be putting yourself in harm, if not doing so. And then there's Surah 16, Ayah 106. It says, whoever disbelieves in Allah after their belief, not those who are forced while their hearts are firm in faith, but those who embrace disbelief wholeheartedly, they will be condemned by Allah. So this one means that obviously if you're a believer and then you turn your back on belief and decide you want to disbelieve or you don't believe anymore, then obviously you're going to be punished. Allah is going to punish you. But it says, except for those who are forced to outwardly disbelieve, while their hearts are still firm in faith, which means inwardly they believe, but outwardly they're saying that they disbelieve. They're forced. So obviously someone who forces you to do something is a tyrant, right? So that means a ruler who would obviously put you, you'd be putting yourself in harm's way if you openly announced that you were a believer. So there's another example. The third one, Surah 40, Ayah 28, it says, a believing man from Pharaoh's people who was hiding his faith said to Pharaoh, would you kill a man only for saying my Lord is Allah? And that's not the whole ayah. If you want to go read the whole ayah, please do. But that's just the part that refers to taqiyya. So basically this man saved Moses' life because he was a believer, but it says from Pharaoh's people who was hiding his belief. He had to hide his belief because, of course, if he was open about his belief and his faith, Pharaoh was going to kill him, right? Obviously. So that's an example in history of a believer using taqiyya during the time of Moses and Pharaoh. So yeah, there's obviously been times during early Islam where Muslims have had to use it as well against non-Muslims, which I said at the beginning of the video. Anyway, sorry, I just wanted I forgot I'd already said it. Anyway, so I hope that clears up any misunderstandings or questions that you might have about taqiyya. If not, let me know and I'll try and answer your questions further if I can. All right, guys, take care.